We welcome you in to the opening game between North Clayton and Mays. Joe Hillsman, glad to be here with you, the SUVtv. It is the Chick-fil-A Invitational live from Tucker High School and A.Z. Johnson Court. And our first matchup, North Clayton and Mays. North Clayton coming in at 5-4 on the season. Mays coming in at 6-6. Mays wins the tip. They are in the black. They are moving left to right. They're starting five: Chris Jackson, Rio Wright, C.J. Arnold, Trevor Thompson, and Horace Wyatt. For North Clayton, they are on defense in the blue right now with Sanders. That'll be Jamarcus Sanders, Kendall Velder, Jamal Buster, Quashawn Long, and Yaya Diaby. Here comes North Clayton back this way. Diaby's shot is no. The follow is no good by Velder, and a rebound going to come down a jump ball, and let's see. C.J. Arnold was in there tying it up, and it will be out of bounds to North Clayton. North Clayton underneath their own hoop. A little more than 30 seconds in. They will inbound it. Diaby kicks it out to the top. They'll swing it around, and here's Kendall Velder into the corner to Sanders. Sanders back out between the rings, and North Clayton will set it up. Holding it is Jamal Buster. Buster picked up by Jackson between the rings and gets a count on him. Goes to the right, and holding on that right wing is Velder to Kendall. Now to Yaya, back to Velder. He pump fakes, puts it on the floor. One dribble back out to the top, and they'll set it up. Here's Sanders. Sanders makes his move, now swings it. Nothing going to the basket at the moment. Diaby on a cut, gets it left of the block. Stop, pull up, top side three, back iron. No good. Rebound, pull down, a foul. A loose ball foul will be on Mays. Well, the first is on Trevor Thompson, his first, and the team's first. North Clayton still working on offense. More than a minute gone by, no score. North Clayton, as I mentioned, coming in at 5-4 on the season, and they like to play overtime. 1-2 in overtime games this season, and they've even had a double overtime affair. There is a turnover, and here's C.J. Arnold. Arnold coming back this way for the Raiders. Layup off the window, good. C.J. Arnold with the fast break transition, and he cracks the seal on this one. 2-0 Mays. North Clayton will come back with it. Clayton County and Atlanta Public Schools going up against each other in the opener of the Chick-fil-A Invitational. Floater baseline, good by Quashawn Long. Full court pressure, Mays to Arnold. Now Arnold gets it into the floor to Wright. Wright gonna float it up high. Nope, out of bounds. And a beautiful gym here at Tucker High School in A.Z. Johnson Court. Playing early morning action, 10 a.m. start, just a little bit after 10 a.m. And the sun and that big beautiful window down there could play a factor in the game here early, and then as the evening wanes on here on SUVtv for the evening games, it may not. There's something to think about as North Clayton works on offense. Sanders swings it to the corner. He puts it on the floor to long cross-court pass. Stop. A long three by Buster. It is good. Jamal Buster for three. And a 5-2 lead. Now driving all the way, going to flip it up with the left hand. It is no good, off by Horace Wyatt. And now here comes North Clayton up this way, stopping on the break. Long Euro step layup, good by Jamal Buster. Jamal Buster now back-to-back hoops. Breaking the press now is Rio Wright. Rio down the left of the block. He'll peel it back out to the top. Now trapped in the corner. They've got him trapped. Kick it back over to the top, and then here they go. Get it all the way out to the top, and Mays will operate. Wright gonna drive, kicks it off to Wyatt. Wyatt stopped, picked up his dribble. There's a corner three, no good, short. Rebound, put back up and in, good. C.J. Arnold on the offensive glass. Bounce it in the corner. Now here comes North Clayton with long going baseline, and we have a whistle. Foul on the baseline, look like it'll be on Arnold for Mays. Let's see. Arnold pick up his first and the team's second. And now substitutions coming in for North Clayton. Hassan Abdullah will check in, as well as Jalen Johnson will check in. Shot is no good. Rebound by Wyatt for Mays. Rio Wright walks it into the forecourt, gets the screen at the top, moving to the left. They'll come with the trap, kicks it out into the corner. Now kick it back out to the top to Thompson. Now Arnold to Thompson. Thompson was breaking toward the glass, didn't see the cut. Here comes North Clayton back in transition. All the way, layup on the break. It's goes. So off the bench and into the scorebook by Jalen Johnson. And they take a 9-4 lead. Wright breaks the press, gets it up ahead. Gonna go with a strong layup off the window. No by Wright. So Hassan Abdullah will come in. He'll pick up his first and the team's first. So Rio Wright will be going to the free throw line for the Mays Raiders. Mays coming in at 6-6 overall, 3-1 in the region. And the first free throw is good by Rio Wright. Second free throw by Wright is good as well. So he steps up and makes two. And it makes it 9-6 halfway through the first quarter. Cross-court pass. Sanders pulls a right wing three. It is short. C.J. Arnold on the glass now for the Mays Raiders. Arnold puts it on the floor. A little token pressure now, gives it up. And they will set it up. Rio Wright will cross the timeline and swing it over to the right to Wyatt. Wyatt puts it on the floor, spinning now on the right side of the block. Ball was tipped. Now he steps over. Arnold steps out a long three. No, foul on the play. Fouling the three-point shooter, Jalen Johnson. That'll be his first and the team's second. So C.J. Arnold will get 3 free throws in a 9-6 contest. Joe Hillsman, glad that you're with us from Tucker High School. Free throw, short, no good on the first one. Mays coming in 59.1 points per game offensively and allowing 61.9 points offensively. And they're trying to continue their rebound as Arnold sticks in the second free throw. They had won 4 straight after losing 4 straight. Daquan Suggs checks in now for the first time for the Raiders. They have since lost, so trying to get back into the win column. But when they had that 4-game losing streak early in the season, they bounced back with 4 straight wins, and they are 6-6. On a back cut, driving down the lane, no good. Rebound put back up offensively, no by Abdullah. Mays gets the rebound, but falling out of bounds on the line is C.J. Arnold, who will stay with North Clayton. North Clayton offensively 67.1 points per game and defensively allowing 60.3 through their first 9 games roughly. They come in at 5-4, but they're currently riding a 3-game losing streak. Dumps it off, offensive foul on North Clayton, and it will be a turnover. Offensive foul to Kendall Vilder. Vilder coming in 9.5 points per game, but gets that turnover there. Substitutions now. Nate Clay checks in for the Mays Raiders. And also checking in is Terrence Harris. Terrence Harris checks in. Coach William Faulkner, the head coach of the Mays Raiders, and Marquise Troop, the head coach for North Clayton. Did not give the coaches their due. Arnold, 3 is going to be short and hit the wire, and a turnover. It will go over to the North Clayton squad. Sanders' pass was deflected by Wyatt. Now go into the backcourt. Johnson to save it and then lost it out of bounds. It will go over to the Mays Raiders. A turnover for North Clayton. More substitutions. Sanders will take a seat. Jamarcus Sanders takes a seat. And checking into the ball game is Alexander Quaynor. Out to the top is Rio Wright with 2:46 to go. Mays trailing by 1. Wright foul line, peeled it back out, putting it on the floor. Now it's Suggs. Suggs to Wright. Wright gonna drive, left hand layup off the window. No, off rebound to Johnson. Johnson outletting. Here they come on the break. Shot is up and in good. So Quaynor, Alexander Quaynor, off the bench and into the scorebook to push the lead to 3. Little pressure now. Here's Wyatt looking at that 2-2-1. Now going to split it and break it. Goes on the baseline. Going to go. Reverse around. Shot is up. No good. Off the hill of the rim. Rebound swallowed up by Abdullah. Abdullah swallowed that board there. There he is on the back cut now. A layup by Harris. Oh, he had it. He peeled it back out. And they're going to stop. Going down the baseline is Long. Long dumps it off. Abdullah layup good. Asun Abdullah. And now here they come with that pressure. Three-quarter pressure. Attack and almost a turnover, but off of a foot, and they will call a kick. Mays now will get scratched everybody into the contest now as Marquavius Jackson checks in, number 32 for the Raiders. Mays only dressed 8 today. And Coach Faulkner says he expects to get contributions from everyone. C.J. Arnold has carried the way some of the way, but then he's had other nights where Horace Wyatt has stepped up, and, of course, even Rio Wright. So he says they're a very balanced bunch. Wyatt attacking on the right block. Shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down to North Clayton and Johnson. Johnson gives it over now to Quaynar, and Quaynar works as he tries to feed the post. Oh, good short corner. He got the matchup, but he passed it. Now stop, puts it on the floor. Johnson back in to Abdullah. Good ball movement, good passing there by Terrence Harris, making the extra pass. A big man passing as he was out near the free throw line and dumped that off to the left block for the easy layup by Terrence Harris. Under a minute to go here in this first quarter, 15-8. Harris to the top right, catches it in the lane, kicks it back. Suggs going to pull a right wing three. It is no good. Rebound, Jackson went skying for it. Now he picks it up off the floor with 38 seconds. Here's Wright picked up high now by Harris. Wright on the attack, now gives it back to Wyatt. Wyatt to Suggs. Suggs jab step left, now drives, gives it to Wyatt. And Horace lost it and bounced it off. Going to be picked up by Jackson, who checked in. 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Mays now with a second chance opportunity and are trailing in the contest by 7. Now on the attack, driving all the way. Jackson shot up, no, was fouled on the play. Chris Jackson trying to attack for the Raiders, get to the free throw line. Jackson free throw is no good. Well, Jackson on his first free throw opportunity, no good. 10 seconds to go. Jackson, free throw. Front iron, no. So Jackson missed both free throws, and North Clayton, the last shot opportunity, turning. Abdullah, good. Using that size, turn and put it off the window, and we are at the end of the first quarter. North Clayton with a 17-8 lead over Mays. We welcome you back in the A.Z. Johnson Court at Tucker High School. The Chick-fil-A Invitational, one quarter in the book. It is North Clayton holding a 17-8 lead over the Mays Raiders. Six different players scoring for North Clayton there in that first quarter. Very impressed with Hassan Abdullah, who came off the bench, the junior, coming in averaging 15.3 points per game. He finished with 4 in that first quarter. Got the James Brown playing early day. We'll have the rest of the schedule outlined for you here in just a moment. Glad that you are with us wherever you are with family and friends and whatever you have in that eggnog. All right, so Mays, they are in black. They're moving left to right, and they will be inbounding it side out of bounds. On the floor will be Horace White, number 25. Number 3 is Rico Wright, and he has it between the rings. Swings it over now to number 14, Trevor Thompson. Thompson going to drive, kick it back to number 11, C.J. Arnold. Arnold's shot is no good, and Johnson scoops up on the glass again. He's got a couple of boards so far in this contest himself. Here's the jumper. It is no good. Shot missed by Terrence Harris, who came off the bench and had him an early deuce there in that first quarter. They'll go over to the Mays Raiders, and here come Mays. They are in the black. North Clayton, they are in the white. Crossing the timeline is Wright. Wright bounces it down in the corner. Stop. There's a jumper inside of the arc. No good. Rebound tipped. They still fight for it. Now it's on the floor. Abdul Dalila is down there, and he's going to pull it away. Nice job by Hassan Abdullah. Johnson put it on the floor. Step through. Layup. No. Offensive rebound. Abdullah down there getting smacked in the face, and he's fouled on the floor. Foul will be on C.J. Arnold. His second and the team's third. Rebound, no good. And now here comes Wright. Wright pushing it, dropped it off. Left-hand pass on the break, good. And Chris Jackson, who finished it. 17-10, just over a minute gone by here in this second quarter. Quaynar operating for North Clayton. Putting it on the floor is Stanley Dede, who was checked into the game. Then they feed it to Harris. Harris put it on the floor. Wright got a hand on it. Here comes Jackson in transition. Jackson layup off the window. No. Rebound by Wright. Dumps it off to Thompson, who lost it, and now they'll peel it back and set it back up. There's Wyatt. Wyatt between the rings at the top. Going to drive to the left. Kick to the baseline. Now there's a drive. Shot is up. It's short. No good. Rebound come down to Harris. And North Clayton will come back this way. Operating now with Stanley Dede, the junior, in at the guard spot. Number 11 in white. He's out there with Quaynar. Quaynar, Johnson, Hassan Abdullah, and Harris, the 5 on the floor for North Clayton. Spinning, turning, jump hook easy. Just drop it in there, big fella. And a timeout called by the Mays Raiders, 19-10. Coach Faulkner wanting to have a word with his Mays Raiders as Hassan Abdullah is beginning to get it going for the big fella. Just got it out, caught that ball on that left block, turned and dropped it in there with the right hand. So out of the timeout now, 5:51 to go, 19-10. North Clayton leading the Mays Raiders. And here's Thompson into the full court. Thompson swings it down to Jackson. He pulls the left side three. It is no good. Rebound was back tap now, corralled by Wyatt, who gives it over to Wright. Wright gonna set it up. Going between the legs, now kicks it to Thompson. Thompson traveled as he tried to make his move. He moved his feet before he put the ball on the floor and a turnover. Marcus Sanders back in now and running the guard spot for the North Clayton Eagles. Kicks it. Now they tried to feed the post. A turnover. Still in there by C.J. Arnold. Arnold over to Wright. Wright brings it across with the left hand into the full court. Hesitates on the dribble. Going to drive all the way. Lost it in a foul. Foul called on the floor on the drive. And the foul will be called on Jamarcus Sanders. His first and the team's fifth. Thompson will take a seat. Marquavius Jackson checks back in for the Mays Raiders. Arnold puts it on the floor, now drops it off baseline, kicks it Pump fake, kicks it back out to the top. There's a three, one from the wing, no good. Hill of the rim, Wyatt back tapped it. Jackson power dribble up and in, good. Quavius Jackson, and Mays scores the second chance opportunity. There's a steal, and they saved it right into the belly of Jackson. Arnold saved it right into the belly of Jackson, who was already out of bounds. It will stay with North Clayton. Well, North Clayton will be inbounding it. Johnson recovers it, now comes back out. Stops. There's a long three by Long. It is no good. Rebound ripped down by the Raiders. Now the ball lost and gives it over to Reno Wright, and right now into the forecourt. Wright turns on the burners, tries to throw the alley. The oop is no good. Tried to go to Wyatt. Now here comes the Eagles flying back this way. Johnson tried to go up with the hoop out of bounds off of Wyatt, and it will remain with North Clayton. 19-12, 4:25 to go here in this second quarter. Joel Hillsman, glad that you're here with us. The SUVtv.com. So Johnson is going to go and get him another hoop. Tack on 2 more points to him. He's up to 4 on the day. And the lead stretches out now to 9. Wright holding it in between the legs. Dribbling with the right hand, now goes off to the left. Almost got his cookies taken. And there's Jamarcus Sanders caught reaching. That'll be his second and the team's 6th. And the substitution there as Hassan Absadullah will check in and Jelon Johnson will take a seat. Both of those big men came off of the bench. Came off of Coach Troop's bench. Right off of the inbound. Over to Arnold on the right wing. Arnold has a count on him. Out of the triple threat position, now swings it back to the top to Jackson, now to Wyatt. Wyatt fake right, went left, lost it in the middle, jump ball, and it will go over to the possession arrow for North Clayton. Michael Lee, a sophomore, in to the game for North Clayton. And also, while I'm doing that, Jamarcus Sanders cracks a 3. And he pushes the lead out to 12 now. So they have Mays doubled up, 24-12. Wyatt, top side to Jackson. Jackson going to kick it back out to Arnold. Arnold puts it on the floor, driving left, bump, took the contact, shot up, no, he'll get 2. Lead official underneath, making that call a blocking foul. They call that one on Sean Edwards. Sean Edwards Jr. checked in. That'll be his first. The team's 7th, but it'll be 2 shots coming up for C.J. Arnold. First free throw short, no good. So Sean will take a seat after that foul. Sean Edwards and Kendall Vilder will check back in. Vilder, as I mentioned earlier, a senior and averaging 9.5 a game. C.J. Arnold, second free throw, bounces and finally rolls in there good. So he split a pair. And that cuts the lead now down to 11 at 24-13. North Clayton trying to seize momentum. They dump it down high-low. Absadullah, shot is up, no good. Got his own rebound. They fight for it. It's on the floor now. They battle for it. Jackson is in there fighting for it. Mays is in there, and let's see, a timeout was called by Mays, so they'll have the possession. So scrappiness and bodies on the floor under the paint. And Mays gets the timeout. They are trailing 24-13 with 2:56 to go in the ball game here from Tucker High School and A.Z. Johnson Court, the SUVtv.com's coverage of the Chick-fil-A Invitational. So out of the timeout now, Mays will inbound it, and here is North Clayton with pressure defense. Jackson traveled, no call, broke the press, dumps it low. Pass is low, as Arnold recovers it and gives it back over to Wright, who pulls a southpaw three. It is no good. Hill of the rim. Rebound comes down to Vilder. Vilder kicks it over, and now here is Jamarcus Sanders. Sanders up ahead. Moving with it is Vilder. Vilder dumped it off. There's a jumper by Long. It is good. Quashawn Long. Good ball movement as they broke the press and got the short corner Jay from the left side. It is 26-13 with 2:23 to go here, second quarter. Wright gonna drive and kick it off. Dribble on the floor, taken away. A steal. Turnover by Mays. Now long outlet pass, gonna be too far. Good hustle though, tried to stay with it. Ball stayed alive, and now here comes Jackson. Jackson up ahead to Arnold. Arnold gonna attack off the window, no good on the lay. It's back tap. Wyatt is gonna corral it out at the top, kick it over. Jackson, a long right wing three. It's no good. Rebound, and now a foul on the floor. Let's see, loose ball foul unnecessarily. Loose ball foul called on the Mays Raiders, and it will go over to North Clayton. C.J. Arnold picked up his third. Coach Troop calls out the offensive set, and bringing across is Jamal Buster. Buster sets it up, puts it on the floor to Long free throw line. Stopped the Buster, who came off the screen. Shot in, pass was stolen. Read that rail was right. Now his long pass is deflected. Tried to get it to Jackson. They fight for it to keep it alive. Does Wyatt out of bounds, and it will go over to North Clayton with 100 seconds to go. North Clayton working with Sanders on the left wing. Dumps it off to Vellner, who gets it in. Nice jumper. It is good. By Trueness. Hassan Absadullah has looked very pure. He has 8 points in the contest, 28-13 with 80 seconds to go. North Clayton continuing to extend that lead. They have it out to 15 now. Been a while since Mays has gotten a field goal. Last points were on a free throw, and there's a turnover, a 5 count. Jamarcus Sanders, defense too stiff for Chris Jackson, and a turnover by the Mays Raiders. It has slowly gotten out of hand for the Mays Raiders. The Eagles will bring it into the forecourt with Buster, who is between the rings, Jamal Buster. Swings it over to the left of Sanders. They're looking at that zone defense, high-low, easy money. Hassan Absadullah having himself a fine first half. He's already with 10 as we are under a minute. Buster picking up Reno Wright. Over now to Trevor Thompson. Kick it into the middle. Now back out Jackson to Jackson. Excuse me. Yes, Jackson to Jackson. And now here is Chris Jackson. And he gives it to Wright. Wright drives. Left hand off the window. Good. Reno Wright with his first field goal of the contest. And the lead now chopped in half. It's at 15. Now going to drive long. Got it deflected away out of bounds off of North Clayton. So Mays with 25 and 10 seconds. Possibly could get the last shot and finish with some positive momentum to end this second quarter. Joseph Polk now will check in for North Clayton, and taking a seat will be Jamal Buster. Walks it into the forecourt between the legs. Is right, and we've got a foul. Foul right off the bench by Joseph Polk. It'll be his first. Team's eighth. That'll be 1-1. So now Mays with an opportunity and add points without the clock running. 30-15, and Reno Wright is going to the free throw line where he is 2 of 2 on the day. Wright goes through his free throw routine. No good on the first one. Missed the front end of the 1-1. Rebound to the Eagles, and then a foul is called on Wright up into the forecourt. His first and the team's 5th. 10 seconds now, so here's Sanders. Wright went reaching again and caused a turnover. Jackson up ahead to Wright. Wright gonna go all the way, layup good in transition. So that was a positive way to end that first half for the Mays Raiders. North Clayton takes a 30-17 lead at the half right here on the SUVtv.com.
Seconds inbound pass to Marbury as he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
We welcome you back in to Tucker High School in A.Z. Johnson Court. Joel Hillsman, glad that you are with us. North Clayton with a 30-17 lead at the half on the Mays Raiders, and man, did they fill up the scorebook there in that first half. 7 players to score in the contest for the North Clayton Eagles. They're led by Hassan Atadula's 10 points, and then they got 4 points from Quashawn Long and Jalon Johnson as well. 5 points from Jamal Buster, who hit one of their 2 3-pointers. Jamarcus Sanders finished with 3 points as well. For the Mays Raiders, C.J. Arnold now leading them in scoring with 7 points, 7 of their 17. They got 6 from Rico Wright as well, and then a hoop from Markevius Jackson and a hoop from Chris Jackson. So the second half will begin with Mays going right to left. They are in the black, and North Clayton, they are in the white. It'll be Horace Wyatt inbounding it. He will be on the floor with C.J. Arnold, who he inbounds it to, along with Chris Jackson, Rico Wright, and Trevor Thompson. Those are the starters for the Mays Raiders. For North Clayton, on the floor right now will be Jalon Johnson, Hassan Absadullah, as well as Jamarcus Sanders, and shot the passing lane almost was Quinshon Long. Thompson kicks it out to the top. There's Wright. Wright pulls the top side 3. Good. So Rio Wright hits a 3. His first 3 and Mays' first 3 of the contest. Kendall Vilder also on the floor for North Clayton. So Sanders will peel it back out with a belt-high dribble between the rings. And a 10-point lead. Swings it over in the corner. Good ball movement. Extra pass. Johnson, a jumper. Hill of the rim. No good. Rebound, back tap now. Here come the Raiders in transition. Here comes Wyatt. Wyatt going to attack. Shot up. No blocking foul. He'll get 2. Tried the Euro step all the way through there. Quinshon Long will pick up his first foul and the team's first here in this second half. So Horace Wyatt will be going to the free throw line. Yet they get a scratch in the scoring book for Wyatt. Head coach of the Mays Raiders, William Faulkner, walking up and down that sideline. First free throw is good by Horace Wyatt. Mays only dressed 8 today. Second free throw is good for Wyatt. Drilling it into the forecourt now will be Sanders. They go high-low. That's worked very well off the window. Too hard. No good. Rebound ripped down by Arnold. I mentioned we're at this beautiful gymnasium here at Tucker High School, but let's see how the big window down on this end of the basket, this end of the gymnasium, affects the day. There's a 3 out of the corner. It is short. Rebound by Wright. Offensive rebound, and here comes a second chance opportunity. So Wright pulls a 3. Left hand skits off the rim. No good. Rebound hit the floor. Now picked up is North Clayton. Coming with it is Vilder. Kendall Vilder up ahead to Sanders. Sanders goes on the baseline. Nice pass right there. Tried to cut in. It was tipped and deflected out of bounds. We've seen the extra passes being made by North Clayton today, and it has led to some easy buckets. This is the end of the floor. You see it, a beautiful window and the wonderful lighting that comes in. Long going to step inside the arc. Shoots the 3. Skims off the side of the rim. No good. Hustle rebound by Reno Wright of the Maiders. And he kicks it up ahead. There's Wyatt. Wyatt layup good. So Mays trying to come out and start positive to this second half. They've cut that lead down to 6 now. 30-24. 7-0 start. There's a jumper. Floated up. No good. Rebound offensively by Alsadula. Kicks it in the corner to Vilder. Vilder shot right there. Good pass. Dumped it off. There's Johnson. Step back. Lefty. No good. Rebound. Offensive rebound. Put back. Roll. Good. So that breaks that little 7-0 Mays run to start this third quarter. 2 minutes gone by. A steal. Long with it at the midcourt. Going all the way. Right-hand layup. Good. Quinshon Long, and now they quickly push the lead back up to 10, and they break out that trap. There's Thompson. Thompson hit. Let's see, we're going to have a blocking foul. Yeah, foul on Quinshon Long. That'll be his second and the team's second. So 2 blocking fouls here, and Long will go out, and Jamal Buster will check in. So Mays open with a quick 7-0 run, and that run has now been answered by back-to-back hoops by the Eagles. Inbound now to Thompson. Thompson into the forecourt. Thompson now going to attack, go all the way down the lane. Took some body. Let's see. Foul will be on Vilder. Oh, Kendall Vilder, that'll be his second and the team's third. They're going to say it's a shooting foul. So Thompson will go to the free throw line. Trevor Thompson, who kind of just puts you in the mind of a Danny Green just because he's light-skinned and long and wearing number 14. That's all. We'll have some fun with it. Wait, is it 11 o'clock yet? It's not. So I have not woke up. I apologize. Thompson free throw is no good. It skips off the rim. Got the whole SUV TV crew with us. We're at the perch today. We're upstairs today. Which really gives you no excuse to come by and say hello. Free throw is good. No, Thompson split a pair, and it's 35-24. And here is Buster into the forecourt now for North Clayton. Swings it on the left side to Vilder. Vilder there to Johnson, who kicks it back out the top. Swing it over to the left. There's Vilder. Vilder now to Johnson. They're going to keep it on this left side of the floor at the moment. Going to penetrate. Vilder now gives it over to Buster. Now they swing it to the right to Sanders. Kick it back. Trying to swing the ball and work against that zone. Flashing was absolutely wasn't there. Bounce pass to Sanders. Sanders pump fake up. Shot layup. Good. Jamarcus Sanders with his second field goal. And it's 36-25, and they are pressing right out of the gate. Wright, look, almost had a turnover. Gives it over to Thompson. Thompson up ahead to Marquavius Jackson. Jackson going to attack. Jackson dumped it off to Wyatt. Wyatt put it on the floor. Float from the left side. No. Rebound comes down to Asadula. Asadula now to Buster. Buster pushing it in transition. He's got numbers if he goes. Sanders, Euro step to the left, got it blocked. Thompson used those long tentacles and blocked it. Asadula pump fake, step back. Look at this. Is he window Carter? Over to the corner left. In and out, no. Rebound is going to come down, and here's Jackson. Marquavius Jackson carried with it, no call. They're trying to push the tempo now, right? In the left side, he'll wait and peel it back out. Cross-court pass to Thompson. Thompson a dribble, hesitate, took some contact. Wyatt, a long right wing three. They need it. No good. Rebound to Johnson for North Clayton. Buster operates it now and swings it to the left to Sanders. Sanders puts it on the floor, stops his dribble. Kick out in a corner, short, left corner. Three, no good. Front iron. Jackson gets the rebound and hands it off to Wright, who will bring it up to the forecourt. We go under 4 minutes here with 3:50 to go in this third quarter. Wright gonna drive, kick it back off. C.J. Arnold finishes on the backside with a jam. His first field goal here in this second half, and now he's up to 9 points in the contest. So Mays trying to hang around. Only down 9 now. Had gotten it down to 6 at one point and made it 30-24. And since then, now the push has been in the favor of the Eagles. Asadula lost it, didn't know what he wanted to do. Ball is on the floor, and they call a foul. Let's see. Loose ball foul on Hassan Asadula. His second and the team's fourth. So now with 3:18 to go, if you're Mays and you're trailing by 9, you just want to kind of stay the course and do what you're doing. And you can quickly get them in trouble, foul trouble. You, on the other hand, no fouls so far. So 14 fouls for North Clayton as they make vast substitutions as Yaya Diaby will check back in. He started the contest but saw very limited action there in that second quarter. And they're getting the wet spot up off the floor, which I'm all for. Terrence Harris will check in, and also in is Daquan Suggs for Mays. Suggs is in for Mays. Let's see who else. We got Harris is out there as well. And then Stanley Dede has checked in. Dede, very spot duty there in that second quarter. And now the refs go over and get a towel. We're going to get that wet spot cleaned up. I don't care how long it takes a wet spot to be cleaned up. I like for it to be cleaned up. 3:18 to go. Joe Hilsman, glad to be here with you. Tucker High School and A.Z. Johnson Court for the Chick-fil-A Invitational. Jackson had to get it in. He was coming up on the count. He inbounded it to Chris Jackson, who's between the rings and behind the timeline. Now crosses it, worked on by Harris. Now he goes between his legs multiple times. He's perfected that. Peels it back out now with Harris. Now he swings it and gives it over to Wright. Wright gonna attack, now gonna drive, Wright all the way, lefty, flip, good. Real Wright now beginning to kind of turn it on just a little bit. He has 11 in the contest. Dump it in the middle. Yaya, turn, shot up, no, got smacked on the wrist, and he'll go and shoot two. Let's see who this foul is on for. Mays. That'll be on Marquavius Jackson, his first and the team's first. So Yaya Diaby, a 6'5" junior, will be at the free throw line. His first trip there today. Back iron, no good on the first one. C.J. Arnold now will take a seat. Horace Wyatt will come in. C.J. Arnold playing with those 3 fouls. So Coach Faulkner there at the moment wanting to protect him here with 2:44 to go in his third quarter. Second free throw bounced around, no good. So 0-2 on his first 2 free throws was Yaya Diaby. Right back this way, layup high off the glass, put back no by Wyatt. Rebound hit the floor. Yaya chasing it, and it goes out of bounds off of Quainer. Quainer or Yaya were there. Either way, one of them hit it out of bounds. Alexander Quainer, a junior, back in, number 15 in white for North Clayton. He had him a hoop back in that first quarter. Came straight up off that bench and into the scorebook. There's a swing over to Chris Jackson, holding on the right wing. Flashing is Martavius Jackson, using body, power dribble up. We have a wedgie. We have a wedgie. Our first wedgie of the day. And that is a jump ball, and the possession will go to North Clayton. So North Clayton now holding a 7-point lead with 2:15 to go here in this third quarter, and crossing the timeline, Jamal Buster. Nope, not Buster, Quainer, excuse me. Buster really got off to a good start, but has yet to follow it up, and currently is not on the floor. Dede gives it over to Quainer. Quainer between the rings at the top, looking at a 2-3 zone defense now. Swinging it around there on the left side. Helder kicks it over in the corner. Now to the top is Yada. Yaya holds, now puts it back out, and Quainer lost it. Suggs came in and took his cookies. They've got the break ahead. Long lead pass, stop, peeled it back to Jackson. Gonna pull up on a jumper instead. Front iron, no. Rebound on the floor. Fight for it. Eagles come away with it. Poor shot selection, and now a foul will be called on Horace Wyatt. Didn't like the shot selection. If you were gonna pull it back out, just go ahead on and set that offense back up after you didn't get the layup. Want to be able to score off of points, off of the turnovers, and when they unable to get it there. Wyatt picked up the foul. Wyatt's first, the team's second, and 96 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Substitutions being made now for North Clayton. Joseph Polk. Or is that Michael Lee? Michael Lee has checked in, 23 in white, excuse me. And Lee has it on the left wing, looking over that zone defense. Flasher there, didn't get it to him. Coming up on 80 seconds. Swinging in that deep corner, holding it out was Harris. Harris now back out. And they get it around the top with Quainer, and they're taking their time. They have a 7-point lead, 36-29. Had him on the back door. Lee catches it, now kicks it back out to Quainer. There's a long three, no good, hill of the rim. Rebound offensively, though. North Clayton will get a second chance opportunity. Mays unable to finish the defense while getting the rebound. Ball was deflected. Quainer still has it. Coach Faulkner out way high now, trying to direct his defense. Coach Troop is standing and watching his North Clayton squad eat most of this clock now as we're up at 30 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Harris catch, puts on the floor, pass, turnover. It's not what Coach Troop wanted. Now Wright gonna speed by everybody and draw in for the layup. Reno Wright cuts that lead now to 5. So North Clayton will get one last shot at it. Lee gonna drive, lost it out of bounds, and now a late foul with 1 and 8/10 seconds. Oh, Rio Wright now having himself a pretty good third quarter. 7 points in this third quarter. 13 in the contest for Rio Wright, number 3 to guard for Bays. North Clayton with 1 and 8/10 seconds. Draw it up. There's White. Lee shot no good, and we are at the end of the third. It's a 5-point game. North Clayton leading 36-31. welcome you back into Tucker High School, taking a look at that Mays Raiders bench as they've increased their scoring in all three quarters at 14-point third quarter there for their first double-digit quarter of the game. They've cut that lead down to 5, 36-31 as we begin the fourth and final quarter and the opener here at the Chick-fil-A Invitational at Tucker High School. It'll be Jackson, Wright, Arnold, Thompson, and Wyatt, the five on the floor for the Mays Raiders. It'll be Sanders, Valder, Johnson, Long, and Atadula, the five on the floor for North Clayton. Wyatt, the right. Wright gonna attack, goes, stop, pull back, jumper. It is good. Rio Wright has it going, and the lead now all of a sudden down to 3 with 7.5 to go. Felder into the full court, now swings it over to the left side to Long. Long now gonna stop. Passed it after he left his feet. There's a three by Felder. Good. Kendall Felder, his first field goal. Felder, and now a steal and one. Was that Felder? Felder coming to life. He got the steal after he hit the three, pushed the lead just like that out to 8. He's got a chance to push it out to 9. So right when you thought Mays was getting right back in the contest, they cut it to 3. 5 individual points by Kendall Vilner, and now he has an opportunity to add a 6th right here and push that lead back out to 9. Substitutions now. Free throw, front iron, no, got his own rebound, in the lane, dumped it off, shot, up and in, good. And a timeout is called. So just like that, a 7-0 run in the span of about, 25 seconds. Vilner hit a 3, then got the steal for the lay. And who did they credit that other 2 to? Got to figure out who that other hoop was. It wasn't Absadullah, was it? I'll check it for you. 7:07 to go, 43-33. We are in a timeout. Mays all of a sudden breaks the huddle down 10. A Rio Wright layup in transition, cut it to 3. 36-33, and then boom, a quick 7-0 spurt. Almost seemingly on one possession, now having trouble getting the inbound and a steal. Sanders, layup, good. Do you see how fast they just pushed that lead right back up there? I mean, just pushed it up there like that, and then got another steal. Layup, Johnson, it rolled off. Rebound, Vilner, up and in, good. Man, this is a clinic right here. And they've done this all in the span of almost a minute, not even a minute. Break the trap up to Arnold. Arnold now going to drive. Arnold shot up, counted and a foul. It almost felt like for that entire minute it was played on the North Clayton side of the floor. Arnold would be going to the free throw line. 4th team foul called on North Clayton. Excuse me, their 5th. So Arnold trying to complete the three-point play. And does. 4 of 6 from the free throw line today is Arnold. Lead to 11 at 47-36. That breaks that run. That 11-0 run that was very, very, very quick. Holding it in the corner. Ball is lost. It's on the floor. Mays trying to come away with the steal and does. So a turnover to North Clayton. Here's Wyatt. Wyatt lost it off the foot of someone. And another foul. Let's see. Foul called on Rio Wright. Yep, foul called on Rio Wright. That'll be his second and the team's fifth. Inbound to Jamarcus Sanders. Jamarcus coming in averaging 11.5 points per game. Quiet today so far. He's got 7, including a hoop here in this fourth quarter. The layup is good by Jalon Johnson. He has 6 points. Seems like he's been a lot louder than that in this contest, though. There's the pressure again. Lead pushed back out to 13. It happened so fast for North Clayton to push that lead quickly back out that far after Mays had worked to get it down to 3. And we've got an offensive foul called on Trevor Thompson. 16 foul on Mays, so all of a sudden Mays has stacked up the fouls, and they have none to give. North Clayton will be in the 1-and-1 the next time. Long dumps it down, Johnson. Johnson worked on by Wyatt. He was fouled with the pump fake. Wyatt and Arnold came in and was swatting at the ball, and a foul is called. Or was there no foul? No, just out of bounds. So no foul call, but it will stay with North Clayton. Coach Troop looking at him, concerned about that and trying to push this lead back on up to where it is. Inbound pass was stolen. And here comes Thompson. Thompson up ahead to Jackson. Jackson layup on the break. Good. Chris Jackson now as Mays have another push in them. Down to 11. 49-38 with 3 minutes gone by here in this fourth quarter. Bad pass and a turnover. Vilder was unable to handle the turnover. North Clayton turns the ball over. Mays will take it side out of bounds, and they will take it basically in the forecourt. Wyatt inbounds it into the corner. Now here is Jackson. Jackson to Arnold. Arnold going to drive. Took the contact. Up and one. C.J. Arnold as the Bays Raiders try to make another push. And they are now within 9. Free throw by Arnold. It is good. So Arnold completes the three-point play. He has 6 in this quarter and 15 in the game. Here is Sanders. Sanders holds it, stops, gives it to Johnson, who's at the high post, down low. Absadullah put it on the floor with a power dribble, lost it, recovered it, shot is up, no. Offensive rebound, no. They get another shot, offensive rebound, up and in, good. Second, third, fourth chance points, and a timeout is called. Timeout called by North Clayton, and it will be a 30-second timeout. 51-41 with 4:19 to go. North Clayton leading the Mays Raiders. Out of the timeout, 4:19 to go. Clock beginning to move as Rio Wright is into the forecourt. Now gonna drive as Jackson off the window, rolled off, no good. Couldn't get the points out of the timeout, although North Clayton called that timeout. So we come up on 4 minutes to go. And it was a little 11-0 push right there by North Clayton, whose lead had gone down to 3, 36-33. And they quickly scored 11 points. Long on a back cut layup. Good. Push the lead out to 12 now, 53-41. Driving, baseline, Arnold pushed. He was out of bounds. And let's see, it was on the pass. Foul will be on Hassan Asadullah. So it will be, let's see, will it be the 1-and-1 because the official said that it was on the pass. It is the 7th team foul, so it at least will be the 1-1, and it will be the 1-1. But Mays with no one up on the free throw line. Arnold, first free throw is good. Well, C.J. Arnold now, as Mays tries to make him one final push, trying to answer back. It pushed and closed it to 3. Right now, that's the moment in the game that, about 30, 35, 40-second span right there. Second free throw, front iron, it is no good. First missed free throw in this quarter for Arnold. Back quickly, layup, left hand, good, Michael Lee. Was that Johnson, excuse me, all right. Johnson, 33, not 23, with that hoop. It is Harris, Asadula, Johnson, Sanders, and Valder, the 5 on the floor for North Clayton. Wright tries to get tricky with it to Thompson. Thompson has Jackson, Arnold, and Chris Jackson on the floor with him. There's a drive right up. No, he'll get 2. 3:05. Mays trying to make one more push. Foul called on DeMarcus Sanders, his 3rd. Team's 8th. So right now, we'll shoot the free throw. Mays again will put no one at the line with him. Rio Wright going through his free throw routine. First free throw, front iron, no. They said he was shooting, so he got 2. Rio thought it was the front end of the 1-1. 15 points in the contest for Rio Wright. 9 of them here in this second half. Second free throw, no good. So he blows a pair of free throws. Asadula gets the rebound. And now here is Sanders being picked up by Rio Wright. Rio on the day, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Here's Sanders. Sanders will pull it back. A 13-point lead at 55-42. Under 3 minutes. Ball was knocked away. It's on the floor. Fight for it. But Sanders is able to recover it. Layup is no good. Asadula, offensive rebound, put back and score. He's got a bunch of those hoops right there. Asadula, he's filling it up. He has 16 now in the contest. Right on average. His average is 15.3. A full timeout is called. We'll take it with them right here. The SUVtv.com. Back inside of A.Z. Johnson Court here at Tucker High School. North Clayton and Mays, glad that you're with us. The first game of 8 today right here on SUVtv from the Chick-fil-A Invitational. Mays going to try and make one last push. I've repeated that the last 2-3 minutes, but they still could be in striking distance. We'll see. North Clayton trying to bounce back. Driving his right shot is no good. North Clayton trying to bounce back. I mentioned they've played 3 overtime games this season, 1 and 2 in those overtimes. They are coming off of an overtime game against New Manchester, 78-74. They lost that game in the Peach State Classic at Alexander. That was their last game, so they really want to get back in the win column here today with this victory. Wright is at the line, Rio Wright. The free throw, front iron, no good. Rio has struggled from the free throw line today. He's now 2 of 6. Second free throw by Wright is good, so he breaks his drought and cuts the lead for the moment to 14 with 2:15 to go. Harris will give it across to Valder. Valder across the timeline. Valder going to go all the way, easy layup, good. So he's came to life here in this fourth quarter. 9 points, all of them in the fourth quarter Kendall Felder, and he's right on his average of 9.5 a game. Rio Wright bounces it over to Jackson. Jackson down to Thompson in the corner. Thompson going to drive, stop, kick it off to Wyatt. Wyatt back to Thompson. Shot blocked from the short corner by Asadula. Recovered by Thompson now to Arnold. Arnold puts it on the floor. Down the lane. Right-hand layup good. C.J. Arnold has did his best. He's had himself a pretty big fourth quarter as well. That's his third field goal. He has 9 points in this fourth quarter himself. And 18 in the contest. Another full timeout call with 1:45 to go. Coming up next right here from the Chick-fil-A Invitational, it will be Osceola Cowboys out of Florida and the Butler Bulldogs out of Augusta, Georgia. That's coming up next right here, next game. The Chick-fil-A Invitational here at Tucker High School in A.Z. Johnson Court. Joel Hilsman, glad to be with you, our entire crew here. All 8 games today, and the games will get better and better and juicier, as you know, as later in the day goes. I think we've had the coffee. We woke up quarter after the hour here in the east. Well, it's quarter after the hour wherever you are, 11:15 in the east, though. And glad that you are with us. So North Clayton now out of the timeout. They're in command of the basketball game, 59-45, a 14-point cushion with just a minute and 45 seconds to go. A lot of it has been Hassan Asadullah, who has 16 points in the contest. Long inbound, there's Sanders. Sanders layup good. Out of the timeout, they push the lead out now to 16. Jackson to Arnold. Arnold tried to get it to Jackson. It was deflected out of bounds off of Kendall Valder, who I mentioned has had himself a fine fourth quarter with 9 points. Valder, number 2 in white for the North Clayton Eagles. So Rio Wright will inbound it. Rio looks high to Wyatt, inbound, good play call, couldn't execute it. Rebound comes down to Asadullah. I do not know his numbers, but he's coming up close to 10 boards, I know. He's got 3 or 4 offensive rebound and putbacks that I could count off the top of my head. So here's Vilder. Vilder has worked out between the rings. Pass was stolen by Rio Wright. Rio will go in for the easy left-hand layup off the window. Good. And a timeout quickly. Timeout quickly called by Mays. And let's see, will this be a 30-second timeout? It will be a full timeout called by Mays. 61-47 with 59 and 3/10 seconds. A teaching timeout for the Raiders, and here also for Coach Troop. Wanting to pay attention to the scoreboard and pay attention to the game and score. Coach Faulkner told us about his Mays Raiders bunch. How about the balanced scoring? It's been a big night for C.J. Arnold and for Rio Wright. Rio really kept him in it, but we're going to note at 45-second stretch there, right when Rio Wright had the layup to make it 36-33, quickly popped off an 11-0 run and basically what seemed like 11 points on one possession because Mays did not cross the timeline during an 11-0 spurt by North Clayton. And that really, really opened the game back up there in the first minute and a half of the fourth quarter. Johnson will inbound it. Asadullah, who gets it across the timeline. Asadullah gives it to Sanders. Under a minute. Sanders now picked up by Thompson. Now drives right by him, below the free throw line. Kicks it out to the corner. They'll peel it back out and eat some more of that clock. Well, North Clayton, with the victory, will improve to 6-4. Mays, in defeat, will fall to 6-7. They're still 3-1 in their region. And coming up off of the holiday break, they'll get their legs back into them, finish the year strong, and then go in the region play again. North Clayton will just continue to build a momentum. Mays not fouling as the clock running down as we approach 10 seconds to go. And a late foul by Jackson. Jackson on the foul. And that will send Vilder to the free throw line for the 1-and-1 with 7 and 4/10 seconds. So Kendall Vilder, who has 9 points, all of them here in this fourth quarter, and he actually started that run. He hit the 3 and then got the deuce and almost completed the and-1. Missed the free throw. They got the rebound and put it back in. Got a steal and put it back in. and then another hoop and put it back in. And before you know it, it went from 36 to 33 to 47 to 33. Just like that. Fielder at the free throw line. Front end of the 1-and-1 is no good. He's 0-2 from the line today. Rebound down the right. Right quick stop, pulls a long three at the horn. It is no good. It hits the wire. That will be the ball game as North Clayton gets off the schneid. They pick up that victory 61 to 47 over the Mays Raiders.